You have learnt about properties of charges and the principles, that is Coulomb's inverse square law and the superposition principle. Based upon that, there are a lot of concepts to be learned. The next concept is electric field and electric field lines. How do you know that there is an electric field? That is, there is a point charge kept in one place, but how will you know that there is some other, or there is a field in which it can be getting attracted? Is that only by bringing a test charge. So you bring another charge, either positive or negative. So what happens is that after reaching some distance, if it is opposite charge to this, what will happen? It will get attracted. If it is same charge of this, it will get repulsive. So by using this charge, that is a test charge, we call this as a test charge, we will come to know what is the field. That is, field is nothing but it is an imaginary place where it can either attract or repulsive. So how it can be defined, okay, is that electric field is nothing but the force experienced per unit charge. But how to derive that? We know that we have learned that Coulomb's inverse square law, where F is equal to K into Q1. This Q2 is nothing but the test charge Q2 by R square, and K value substituted that. So we know that this charge Q is going to create an electric field in the surrounding space. Now I need to find out what is the electric field at that point. So this E is equal to, it is represented by E vector. It is also vector form. E vector is equal to F vector divided by Q naught, that is force experienced per unit charge. So what happens there is that this Q naught will get cancelled, and at last you have 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught Q by R square into R cap. This R cap is added here so that this is going to turn into a vector quantity. So we can know that electric field is going to be vector quantity, and this unit you can just substitute. Force is nothing but given in Newton, and charge is given by Coulomb. So this Newton per Coulomb will be the unit of electric field. Okay. So this is the important aspects of electric field, the conclusions of electric field. What is the conclusions which is made in that? If the charges is positive, then the electric field points away from the source. Always whenever you draw a diagram, if it is positive, the electric field, the arrow mark will be away from the charges if it is positive. If it is negative, then this arrow mark will be towards, the electric field will be towards, attractive, like that you remember it. Okay. And F is equal to Q naught into E, because E is equal to F naught by Q. So when you cross multiply, F will be equal to Q naught into E. And now here E, that is electric field, will depend only on the source charge, that is the charge which is considered, not based on the charge which is brought from away from each other. It is going to depend only on the source charge, whatever the charge that I am going to consider. And it's going to depend on the distance also. So what happens, as the distance increases, the electric field will decrease in magnitude, because it is like divided by R square. So when distance increases, the electric field also will decrease. That is why you bring it from an infinity to some point P. The test charge is made sufficiently small such that it will not modify the electric field of the source charge. It should be lesser than that. Test charge, whatever you are going to take, is going to be a lesser charge when you compare to the source charge. Otherwise what will happen is that the test charge properties will dominate the source charge. If the test point is very far away from the finite sized source charge, what will happen is that it will also reduce the field. Then there are uniform electric field will have same direction and constant magnitude. There are two kinds of electric field. One is uniform electric field, where what will happen is that in that all the forces will be in the same direction and will also have a constant magnitude. Magnitude will be constant in all the forces. Then hence it can be called as uniform electric field. But if I say non-uniform electric field, what does it say is that will have different directions or It can be having same direction but with different magnitude also. That is also called as non-uniform electric field. So electric field created by a point charge is basically non-uniform electric field. If you consider a point charge, it will consider or it will give you only a non-uniform electric field produced by a point charge.